What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we're going to take a look at the new Prison of the Elders bosses in the new Challenge of the Elders this week, and going over what is easily the best and most fun loadout to use, the modifiers and the bonus, and of course the mechanics of the new bosses and how to defeat them with strategies. So the bosses real quick, the first one is Psylocke, so this is normal as last week. You just kill him, he burns stuff everywhere and try not to get down by his flames everywhere. The next boss is Val Arun. Now this guy is actually from a previous Prison of Elders we had. This guy used to have rotating shields with different elements, but now he's got these three flares that surround him and they each have an element corresponding to him. What you need to do is of course take down the flare that corresponds to the shield he currently has up. For the first little bit you're able to damage him as normal, and then after a while he summons the shield. You need to go find the flare that has that same element of shield, destroy that flare, who's the only one that will be able to take damage. Of course, Valis will be completely immune from damage while you defeat this flare, and the two other flares will also be immune during this time. They will be in the battlefield and they'll just be roaming around trying to kill you, but you won't be able to damage them. So they're pretty annoying. You need to make sure you kind of keep a distance from them because they won't be able to take damage from you. They're currently immune until their element pops up on a rune shield, and you need to take him down as well. So once you burn down the three flares, he's pretty easy, not really too much of a difficulty, but again, those adds with the flares everywhere can get a little bit difficult. Now the final boss is the Seditious Mind. This is a Taken Vex Hydra. He's going to summon these airstrikes that come with these red lines. You just look for the kind of AoE lines on the floor, you know, to see where he's going to airstrike. They're pretty easy, nothing really too difficult about him, except I'd say the ads are pretty more annoying than him or his mechanic. The ads are a bunch of Taken Vex, which are super annoying Vex hobgoblins, where you basically kill them and they send out those tracking darts after you. There are a load of those, and of course they send those range attacks. Once you kill them, they damage you even further, so you need to watch out for those. So of course, to do this, you need a brand new sigil from Varax. The old one will be expired, and the modifier, as you can see, for bonus points is for grenade kills. So you take grenade kills for more points, and that's how you kill the ads, and that's how you're going to be able to complete this and get your cumulative and max score. Now this goes hand in hand with the actual arena modifier, which is catapult. This means your grenade charges will recharge super quickly, like I mean really quickly. And this is a really good thing, of course, because the modifier for bonus points is grenades. So you throw more grenades and you get more points, and they're going to recharge really quickly. The other modifier is also Berserk, which means the enemies won't flinch if you do massive damage to them. Kind of a little bit annoying, but you don't really notice it too much. Now, simply put, the class you should run for this is a Voidwalker. This thing is easily the most fun and the most effective thing you will ever use for this challenge mode. I guarantee you'll have a load of fun using this thing. Put on a Voidwalker, grab the Nothing Manacles, infuse them if you didn't have them already. These things are going to be incredible. Of course, if you didn't know, the Voidwalkers were buffed tremendously with the April update. The way you cycle their energies and use the grenade with specific perks on lets you basically be an infinite grenade spamming machine. I'm going to show you my subclass tree here if you want to copy it. These are the exact perks I would recommend, obviously ignoring the blink. You can use glide if you want, and also the Nova Bomb, you can use whatever you want on that. It doesn't really make a difference, but the main ones at the end are what you want to pay attention to, and obviously you want scatter grenades as well, because that is what the Nothing Manacles work with. You're going to get 2 charges for these. Now, if you look at my grenades in this example, I've got 2 scatter grenades, and when I throw one, look how quickly I get the thing back. It's completely ridiculous, and they track enemies as well. So you get 2 of these with the Nothing Manacles, and that is why they are essential for this. Not only will you get 2 of them, but they also track enemies and it makes them a lot easier to use. So it's basically like a Radiance for Voidwalkers. You basically just don't need to miss, and you can kill infinitely the ads and get as many points as possible. If you're slow with your nades, or you miss one, for example, then that is why you have your backup nade, because you can throw that, and then while you're throwing that, your other backup grenade will generate again. So you basically have infinite grenades, and if you for some reason miss both of your grenades, that is when you use your backup, and that is when you melee an enemy, and that will get your grenade energy back. Or you can super energy, so you can see how you basically cycle all of the energies from this Voidwalker, and you can have infinite abilities. You don't really need to use your weapons at all. Just throw the scatter grenades, and they're super fun, and you can run around spamming them at the ads. And that's pretty much the point of the Challenge of the Elders, to generate as many points as possible. So you don't really need to worry about shooting the enemies. You can basically use your abilities for most of the time, and of course you want to do a little bit of damage to the boss to make sure his health goes down, you're not taking too long, and also he summons the reinforcements in the first place. One major note is that you do not want to throw grenades at the boss. Definitely don't do that, because it won't give the energy back. It's pretty much a waste. Make sure you only use your nades on the ads, and you can basically run around doing that. Of course, you also want max discipline for this. I've actually got a perfect loadout of 551, so you want 5 discipline at least. Make sure that is your priority. The supers and melees aren't too important, but make sure you have max discipline, because that's going to affect how fast your grenade charges with the catapult modifier. So that is the build. Definitely a lot of fun, and I just cannot believe how amazing it is to actually use these Voidwalker nades and get them straight back. It's pretty much like a Voidwalker in Radiance, just infinitely lob them, and then as a backup you've got your Nova Bomb and your melee as well for even more energy. And Bad Juju wouldn't be a bad choice either, so you can get infinite supers, and that would be a really strong build. Obviously, it's not as fast to get grenades without the catapult bonus, but it's actually still pretty fast. Like, it's not too much slower than this. I think it's around 4 or 5 seconds to get a grenade. So without catapult modifier, it is still pretty fast. Not as fast as this, of course, but it's still incredible to use in PvE. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video and a look at how the Voidwalkers have been changed in the April update and how to complete this week's challenge of the Elders. Be sure to drop a like rating on this video if you enjoyed it and if you're trying out the Voidwalker yourself. Subscribe for more videos on this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.